Hey, Heather.
Hey, Steven.
You know what we should do?
What should we do?
You know what we should do?
Ooh, say it.
We should get into it! That's Heather.
That's Steven.
Let's get into music in movies.
Ooh.
Can you tell we practiced that one?
We
We're
did.
like, I don't know, okay, in, not and. And. Spell it. I-N. Yes.
Which vowel is it? A-I.
So that is our topic of the day. Everybody, soundtracks, scores, sound effects, anything that has music.
Sound effects.
I mean, sound effects are effectively
They
music,
are.
especially that little dinkle, 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 dinkle you love so much that you died at the cat
Flintstones
circus.
feet. Oh my God, the Flintstones
I mean, that
feet.
is music.
It is music.
But before we get into that, Heather,
Who has been 84 years?
it has been, we have been
minute.
slacking.
It's been a minute, y'all, because life's been lifing. It's been life, and we've been very busy. We, things come about, and we try to record, and then things happen. Edibles get taken.
Oh my God.
We tried. We did try, y'all. We tried.
There is going to be some special content coming out later
Jesus
on
Lord.
that is not going to be fully damning. I'm going to tell you that right now. But there are some moments that I'm taking from an unaired episode that we did record.
We tried, y'all.
that
We did.
are gold.
Long story short, should I even tell them, or should I let them be surprised?
Well, you can give them a Cliff Notes version, and then
Okay.
when we tell you where to find it, then you can,
Okay, we'll dive a little bit deeper.
figure it out.
Long story short, I thought I got a bad batch of edibles from my favorite dispensary because I had taken one, nothing happened, and I smelled the container and it didn't smell dank, and I was like, okay, whatever, it happens, it is what it is. So I had already taken it, and so I typically will label my edibles. Like I have if it's just like the white container, I'll label like sativa, grape, indica, blueberry. And so I did not label these particular two bottles, and they were both plain white. And I
do that with my vapes.
See?
H for hybrid.
And so
Thanks, Cricket.
typically I will, I label and whatnot. And these two particular bottles I did not label. And typically I can tell by the smell of it, but for some reason I just couldn't. So I popped it and I was like, fuck, that was the bad batch. Let me take another one from the good batch. And so I did. Everything was fine. Then I realized that the bad batch just wasn't kicking like it should, but it was potent. So I essentially took like 25 milligrams of very dank live rosin edibles and then proceeded to podcast. I also proceeded to just focus in life. And like we would be talking and having a conversation. I would just completely just
She
gone.
entered the Matrix, ladies and gentlemen.
I was in the Matrix. I was on Mars. I was like Katy Perry on that spaceship.
Hilarious. Only it didn't last 3 minutes. It lasted an hour.
God.
Oh my
Katy
God.
Perry. So I was talking to somebody at work today because they bought tickets to her concert, and I was like, I will come to your house for fucking free and sing Katy Perry songs because like I've seen her tour footage.
So yeah, okay, so that's like a thing right now is that
There's like 3 videos that are circulating. There's
where
like the
she's
big
fighting the tube, the metal tube. Have you seen that one?
No, but I've seen
With a little lightsaber? Oh my God.
I would go if it was free, but like it looks like it's a hot ass mess. Oh my God.
Well, it's fun. It's funny and sad, and also kind of cool that one of my teachers that worked with us last year is on tour as a dancer for her.
Okay.
Tyreek.
Okay, Tyreek.
He graduated high school. He's 18, maybe 19 by now. Like,
oh my God, he's a baby.
He's a baby, but he is so stupid talented.
Ooh.
Like,
I mean, 18 to tour on a big tour like that.
insane.
Ooh, because that competition on those tours, those auditions.
Oh, he's already been performed on one of the BET Awards show.
Damn.
Like, his name's already out there.
Damn. Okay, good.
I guess he's been known a lot in like the
like
I guess
circles.
the competitive circuits,
Got
like
it,
where
okay.
everybody goes to the conferences and things like that.
Yes.
Allegedly, one of the students told me that he used to date somebody who was on Dance Moms, and I don't know who, but I don't know.
JoJo Siwa.
No, who's not a lesbian anymore? Question mark.
I saw like she's queer because she had an encounter with a boy. I
didn't get too far into it, but I will tell you what I did get into.
What'd you get
I
into?
found a video of her auditioning for the live action Tangled.
Oh no, was it real?
It was a video of her.
No.
And I looked like an audition.
Oh Jesus, was it
and,
bad?
Oh my God.
I can't wait. I gotta watch it.
She didn't sing. She just did like an acting side. And I was just like, it was
She's a
not
technical.
quite her screaming.
Yeah.
but it was still very Disney Channel, you
Okay.
know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Summer's in the room.
She invented gay pop, so
Of course.
she
of
did.
course.
Yeah. Kylie
Yeah.
who? Well, Stephen, this is a very loaded question, but how's your month been? Because I think it's been about a month.
You know, I
It's been a
can't even
while.
tell you how it's been. I
Same.
really don't know. I will say some fun things that happened
Yes.
while the month had happened.
Yes.
So at my theater,
Uh-huh.
security came by to talk to us
Oh God.
because somebody went out the wrong doors. Like, so if we're after hours, we have to leave out through our back doors.
I remember. Yes. Uh-huh.
Right. So, because otherwise the other doors stay unlocked,
Yeah.
and I have to go through all my renters and being like, okay, this is it, this is it, this is it. Well, they were going around to everybody
Okay.
saying you have to be careful because somebody left the doors unlocked or went out, and then some guys in motorcycles came and was driving through the mall and driving up and down escalators.
That's amazing.
So I was like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. That is not real. So then, was it yesterday? I was teaching my classes and one of the security guards walked up and I said, oh God, here we go. But it turns out she wanted to have information about her child being in camp, right? She's like, I'll come back after your class. She comes back. I give her information. I said, hey, between you and me, sis, like,
Yeah, like let's
like
spill the
she
tea.
goes,
Spill the tea.
I said, so about those motorcycles, can you get me video of that? So she's like, I'm gonna go see what I can do. I was like,
Yes, as you
bitch,
should.
because there was one time,
Oh my
maybe I
God.
shouldn't say this.
Writing more like that is amazing, and like you know what,
Well,
more
see,
power
here's
to
the
them.
thing,
More
is, like-
power to them. They didn't steal anything. They just
We
wanted
don't
to
know
ride their
that.
motor. That's
We
very
don't know
true.
that. Because somebody, I guess, did break into one of the buses that is next to one of the kids' places. So, okay, people at home, my theater is in a mall,
Okay.
right? So we have lots of stores, lots of entrance and exits. But the thing to me is that these people, I think it was an inside job.
It had to have been because they knew the tea. Like who-
what door? You tell me you
Yeah,
went
no.
and checked every single door
No.
to see which one was open on
that-
your motorcycle?
absolutely an inside job because nobody would say, well, it's Saturday night. What do you guys want to do? Well, let's check to see if this mall's doors are unlocked and ride
In
our motor.
Oviedo.
No, for sure it was an inside job. Like
Yeah.
without
But
a
still
doubt.
entertaining to think about.
Oh my God, so funny. Like, was it the Auntie Anne's person? I don't know. I just made that up.
Who
Auntie Anne's is in every
knows?
single mall now. Like malls are, God, I can't remember. When was the last time I went to the mall? I went to Millennia
Ugh.
last year when I went to Canada, 2 years ago when I went to Canada, because they had like the exchange, you exchange for money.
Oh, yeah, the money
there.
exchange.
Yeah. So that was the last time. I have not been to a mall in 2 years because all the stores that I go to are either online or like Bath and Body Works is like the main mall store I go to, and there's a standalone in Altamont, and I just go right in. I don't have to deal with the
A
mall.
lot easier.
Yeah.
I mean, our mall is a little different. We have like a little bit more experiences and things.
Yeah, and you have like local vendors too that
Yeah.
are more appealing than like fucking LL Bean. Like.
Right. And we have apparently a monthly goblin market, which is interesting. So it's like
Do
all
I
these.
show up without makeup on?
Yes, please.
Hello.
You're gonna.
Hello.
Let
You
me
ride
shop.
my motorcycle.
Oh my. Vroom, 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 vroom. But apparently there's like all kinds of like specialty crafts and like
Yeah.
things that people make,
Okay.
and then you don't necessarily have to buy it. You can go up and be like trading and bartering. Being like,
Oh.
oh, okay, I really like I saw last time they had one before it was like a monthly thing.
Yeah.
I saw a really cool like early 90s dual cassette boombox
Oh.
that
okay.
looked very similar to the one I had when I was growing
Oh,
up.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, like, what can you trade for that? And she's like, I don't know. What do you got? And I said, well, I happen to have my homemade jewelry in my theater right
Oh,
now.
shit.
Like, you want some earrings? She's like, I'm going to need more than earrings. I was like, bitch, you want all the earrings?
For a boom, I would trade earrings for a boombox. Because what are you going to use a boombox for? Unless it's like a prop in a show. Like
Oh,
you can't use.
Yes, you can.
Well, they do sell tapes now because I was on Spotify the other day listening to music, and one of the artists I listened to was offering Tate McRae was offering a cassette of her like latest album, and I was like, "What is this baby know about
I have
cassettes?"
your cassette in that basket over there.
Oh my God, I need to get it. I was just thinking about it the other day.
Yeah. I have a cassette here.
I thought,
And- Ironically enough, cassettes tie in to our topic today. for
yes,
later.
yes, very much. Yeah, because actually the second cassette I ever bought was a soundtrack. So we will dive into that. So I'm glad your month has been
It's been,
full of
I'm sure other
motorcycles.
things have happened, but I don't fucking
Same.
remember. I need to write shit down.
I know, same.
Heather, how about you?
Let me look at my calendar.
Oh my God.
My month has been good. I did something really, really cool last weekend. It was WrestleMania weekend last weekend. But I did something really cool, which will tie into the theme of this episode. So I'll wait till later to talk about the really cool thing I got to experience. Okay, I'm looking at my March calendar. Let's see. Oh my God, it's been a while.
It's been.
We went to Epic Universe. I had a cool gig at a boba restaurant in Kissimmee, which at first I was like, this is very random, but it was so much fun. I was definitely the oldest person there. But it was fun. Gosh, what else? I'm trying to think. I got my tubes tied. That was exciting. Um, what else? I like totally dropped that like it was nothing.
Yeah, that's mentioned on the Forbidden episode,
Oh yeah,
by the
that's
way.
on the Forbidden episode when I explained it like 85 times, and I was like, I don't want to talk about it. So on the evening of July 19th, 1974, I approached the hospital. Yeah, I mean, like I said, life has been lifing. Steven came over this past weekend. Well, we did hang out this literal past weekend, but the weekend before, it was WWE's version of the Super Bowl, WrestleMania. Oh, the ice machine. I was like, what? So Steven came over on Sunday night to watch WrestleMania Night 2, which in the WrestleMania stratosphere, Night 2 is always kind of like the premiere night. That's when they save like the good matches for and the appearances. So from what you can remember, give me 3 things you remember about WrestleMania, because we did a lot of talking. Our friend Tia came. Tia of Burning Blade fame. If you are at Epic Universe, go see her. She's incredible. So we were sitting outside, and what were 3 things you learned at WrestleMania that you can remember?
That nobody liked Beard Man that I liked. I think his name was Finn.
Finn Balor, yes.
Finn Balor, because
Hi,
there was a
buddy.
4-way match. Come here, buddy. Come sit down. There was like a 4-way match.
Oh, yes.
And
See?
everybody was trying to predict who was going to get it. And I was like, Beard Man. You're like,
Finn
who? I'm like,
Balor.
that one.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Okay.
I remember you guys singing a completely different version of Cody Rhodes' theme song.
Yes. For those who watch wrestling, there's a page on Facebook that I'm obsessed with called Things You Don't See Every Day. And it's this guy, Chris Taliaferro. He has a podcast and stuff. And he is part of this kind of like group of Black content creators. It's like him, the uppity negress, the tipsy auntie. Oh my God. Follow Things You Don't See Every Day. Follow the uppity negress and follow tipsy auntie. Their content is literally what has got me through like this climate. It is so good and so fucking and also Your Problematic Faves. That's another one. So he's a part of this Black content creator circle, and he wrote this song. So Cody Rhodes, who is a wrestler in WWE, he's probably one of the most popular wrestlers. He's like all American white meat babyface, and babyface in wrestling is like ultimate good guy, blonde hair, blue eyes. I'm all American, yay! But he's married to a Black woman. And so there's always been this running joke that like Cody solved racism when he married a Black woman and all these things. And so this page, Things You Don't See Every Day, the guy wrote a song. So Cody Rhodes' theme song, everyone sings it. Adrenaline in my soul. It's this whole thing. Everybody sings it. So this guy wrote a song, Melanin in my soul, Negro icon, Cody Rhodes. And it is so funny. It's gone viral. So like I know most of the words, my brother, a bunch of people. So we sang it.
Oh, it was like a concert.
Yeah, I filmed it and then I sent it to Chris Taliaferro. I was like, look, haha. And he was like, oh my God, this made my day. And he posted it on his page. And I was like, but anyway, so you heard Negro icon Cody Rhodes. Yes. Okay. And
let's see what else. I mean, there was the ladies match in the very beginning was really good.
Yes.
And then I know John Cena won the end.
He sure did. Yes.
And
okay.
I also remember you guys talking about how it was a little bit disappointing in some aspects.
John Cena?
No, just in general.
It was a little muted for WrestleMania. Typically there's some bigger surprises and like, oh, look at this. Like last year, like The Rock was there and stuff.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Was it Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Yes.
Who he comes out, right? This motherfucker is 112.
Oh my God.
And what he does is, first of all, okay, so let's talk about this. I remember that the arena this was in can fit over 63,000 people.
Yes, correct.
The cheapest seat was $400.
Yes.
From the view that I was watching on the television, it looked like that stupid ring was a postage stamp, and
Yes.
everybody else was just like little
That is correct.
sprinkles of people. It looked insane.
Oh, I'll never go to WrestleMania again. I will only watch it on. Even if they come back to Orlando, I will only go if somebody gets me a free floor seat, like if I get a hookup from talent or something. But I will not pay money to sit in the stands. I've done it once, and I will never do it again.
But
other pay-per-views, yes. WrestleMania, never again.
But see, the thing that drove me a little bit crazy is that because it is such a huge arena and the ring is so small, it was a 30-minute walk from your entrance to get to the ring. Right? So Stone Cold came out, who I didn't even know was still alive.
Yep.
He comes out, he says probably like 4 sentences, and then he cracks beers and quote unquote drinks them, but he's just pouring them over himself.
Yes.
Fucking Bud Light, like 4 cans of Bud Light
Oh, no,
on
he
him.
has his own beer.
Was that what it was?
Broken Skull. Yep.
Oh, whatever.
Broken Skull IPA.
But he just kept drinking it. Well, he was just spilling it on himself, honestly.
That's what he
and then he took another 30-minute walk back to the curtain.
But do you remember what he did with his ATV? He crashed into the side.
Oh, he did. That's right. Because he came out. He came out on the ATV, so it was quicker. It was his walk back that took so long. But also, if you watch in his very entrance, he missed that corner.
He did.
Like his first peel out, he was inches away from like tumbling into the audience.
Fucking flying. And the thing is, typically when wrestlers come out on things like ATVs or cars, they are taking their sweet time because they don't want to fuck up. Stone Cold did not give a fuck. He flew out of there like he was at his house and like crashed into the side. And apparently this lady was like, I'm hurt. Bitch, you were not hurt because that barricade is so thick. You were fine. You probably just got a little like, and apparently
or
they
she
were
wanted
like,
the attention and money that comes with it.
That's absolutely what it was. Oh my God. Crash it up.
I'm pregnant, my baby.
My baby. But I'm very proud. I'm proud of you for like taking, that's a lot to take in.
No, I've been paying attention. Every time we go to wrestling, I pay attention.
Yeah.
I still,
there was no
the
pocket
icon
sand, but
of Thunder Rosa. I mean, we talked about that a lot that night.
I know. We need to somehow find a way to like talk to Thunder Rosa about this pocket sand. Like, ma'am, was it King of the Hill? What if she's like, I've never seen King of the Hill in my life?
I would die.
What if she was like,
I'm
going to
reach out to her.
Sand at this bitch.
You have to sit down, buddy. I know you're gonna try to kiss her and then hump her.
Oh my gosh,
he's in a mood, y'all.
I know. Here, listen. Sir, I am married. I am your godmother. Don't look at me like that.
Oh my goodness.
Also, his breath is kicking. But what pet has breath that smells good? Mama's breath smells like ass.
He's getting old.
Oh,
and he's having issues. So, like, I had to stay home with him a couple times because he was having back issues. I'm not going anywhere.
Buddy.
But anyway, let's talk about more exciting things. Let's talk about music in movies.
So, we were talking, as we always do, about like what we wanted to do for topics. And so the reason that I think this has always been something that's been like on our list, but what spawned it is that last Saturday, the 19th, Jason and I went to see the Orlando Philharmonic, our little local orchestra, not little, it was a big ass orchestra, perform at the Dr. Phillips Center, and it was the music of one John Williams. So I'm obsessed with John Williams. He is the greatest movie composer of all time, hands down. And so I was like, I want to see this live. Let's go. And so we got tickets. And so Jason, I kind of explained to him, he had never been to like an orchestra show. So I was explaining to him what it was. And I said, well, sometimes, like, I know they've done it for Jurassic Park in the past. They've done it for Home Alone. They'll show clips from the movies on a screen, like behind the orchestra while they play, and you can watch whatever. And I was like, they may have a screen, they may not. Let's see. So we walk in, they did not have a screen. And so Jason was like, what are we going to look at? It's like the people playing the instruments. And so, but it was like his first time doing something like this, where I grew up outside of New York City, and they would bus us into the city to see like a random orchestra or see like an opera, and we would be like, this is boring. And so like I'm used to it, but I haven't been to an orchestra show in my adult, like literally since I was like 10. So our seats were awesome. It was great. We were like, there were some younger people there, but it was a lot of old people because it was 2:30 on a Saturday. We would have done the nighttime show, but it was WrestleMania Saturday. Yeah. So the one thing I kind of wish would have happened was the element of surprise. So when you open the program, it had the list of songs they were going to do. And so my favorite John Williams song of all time, which we'll get into later, is the love theme from Superman. It's so beautiful and it's so perfect and it's so good. And I hope it's in the new Superman movie that comes out this year. So I was kind of hoping they'd perform that. And they opened with Superman, which like,
Bum, 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 bum,
yes.
bum,
So it
bum,
weaves
bum,
that song
bum.
into it at some point, but not a standalone. So they opened with Superman and they did that. I forgot what the second song was. And then the bigger songs like E.T., Jaws, Jurassic Park, Star Wars, they didn't introduce them. They just were like, sit back, relax, you're going to know the song. So I was doing okay. I was already kind of emotional from Superman. I can't remember what the second song, I can't remember. So then he was like, all right, we're going to go into this movie. Let's go back to 1982, blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, all right, E.T. As soon as I felt tears coming and I was like,
my
fuck.
God.
And y'all know, me and Steven, we're part of the No Cry Club. We don't cry. So if we do cry, it's
Bitch,
serious.
we're fucked
It's
up.
serious. We fucked up. So I feel the tears coming on. And as soon as the orchestra swelled in the da-na-na, I just lose it. Like I was like, not sobbing, but like just uncontrollable tears coming from my face. I'd waterproof my face, thank God, just in case. So my makeup did not streak. So Jason is just like looking at me and he was like, are you okay? I was like, no. It was just so beautiful to like see performed in person. And what made it even more beautiful was that the people playing, like there was not one stank face in that orchestra. There was not one person who was like, every person was like in it and like moving their body and like it was just so beautiful to watch. It was it was so
Well, they
good.
have to perform too.
They
Besides
do.
just moving their fingers and mouths.
They literally do. And like the lady who was first chair was in this like sparkly like pantsuit and I was like, yes, bitch, get it. And so they did that. Jaws was incredible, explaining like what like how they compose Jaws and how it starts off with like the single note. So Jaws was cool. And with each song, Jason like loosened up. So by the end he was like, yeah. They played the theme from Jurassic Park, which was incredible to hear. And you know what made me emotional of all parts of the song was the dun 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 dun. Like that part is what got me. Like it was just so, I get goosebumps. Like look, literal goosebumps. They did that. They did music from Hook, which was beautiful, and then they ended with Star Wars, the fanfare. They said goodbye, but of course it's never goodbye to concerts. So the guy came back out and they did the Imperial March. But it was so incredible. Like if they come back, I will go every single time. I will take the gang with me.
It's the Orlando Philharmonic.
Yeah.
They live here?
They live here, but they do different types of shows. Like they're about to do Lord of the Rings. And I was like, no.
I bet that would be good though.
It probably will be good. I mean, like it's movie music. So like I'd be down. But it was incredible. So that's what spawned this. And so with that being said, Steven, so there's a difference between a score and a soundtrack.
Yes.
And so a soundtrack is typically compiled songs that are sung for a movie, and it could be
songs that are used in a movie.
Correct. Yes.
Not they could have existed for 100 years and
Yes.
they just put it in.
Yeah. So yeah, they'll throw like Dirty Dancing, for instance, is one where they wrote 2 original songs for the movie, but then it's different songs like from, like Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons, the Ronettes that they just put on there. And then there's score, which is instrumental. Sometimes you'll have like a light vocal like
A
Titanic.
backing track, if you will.
Yeah. So like the backing track for a movie, which to me can make or break a movie. Like there's some movies where I'm like, this movie's trash, The Village, but the score is just stunning. And then sometimes you have a hybrid of both, which one of my top 5 favorites is a hybrid of both a soundtrack and a score together. So before I dive
Same. One of mine that's on my list is also the same way.
Okay. What's your, do you want to start with score or soundtrack?
I mean, I can do one that's both.
Yeah, tell us.
This is no surprise to anyone.
I already know what it is.
What do you think it is?
A Goofy movie?
It is a Goofy movie. Goofy movie changed my life. God damn it. Not only did they have all the bops of the songs,
Yes.
their orchestra, their music that would play like, okay, so here's what happened.
Yes.
Is as a young child, we got the cassette. I loved it. I was obsessed, watched it constantly. It was Easter time. We get our Easter baskets. And I'll never forget, I got Angels in the Outfield as a
Wait,
cassette.
the movie or the soundtrack?
No, the movie. And my brother got the Goofy movie cassette. And I was like, I want that. I want
that's
that. Like, no,
I do
no,
love Angels in the Outfield,
no.
though.
So I was kind of upset that he got it because he didn't give two shits about it. I was obsessed.
But did he like Angels in the Outfield?
He was like, yeah, he liked it.
That
We should
we should have
you,
switched.
you think that would be easy for two kids under the age of 11?
Nope.
No,
Nope.
it's not happening.
Mine.
Yeah, mine.
Mine.
Exactly. So, fun fact though, when I was moving to Florida at 18, I stole it from him.
As you
I
should.
made sure I packed that
As
shit and
you
brought
should.
it to
This is
Florida.
mine.
It is here in this house right
I
now.
love that.
But you know, at first, you know, you listen to all the fun songs, but then you flip it over because depending on what device you had back then, you had to listen to the B side in order to get it back to the start of A side.
Wait, hold on. You said this is the soundtrack, not the actual video
Well,
movie.
The B side of the tape was the orchestrations.
But I'm saying you didn't get the actual movie itself in your Easter basket. It was the soundtrack / score music.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
which
we had the movie previously.
I actually have the score to Angels in the Outfield saved in my Spotify. I do.
That's wild.
Because the last song is my favorite because it's like the song where they're all like and they're all doing it, and then it goes into this beautiful instrumental version of "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." I do have it.
That's
anyway,
wild.
your story.
That's
Yes,
wild.
I know, right?
But when I would have said devices that I didn't have necessarily have a rewind, I was like, okay, well, let me listen to this, and I was obsessed.
Yeah.
Like, and the songs were like "Hi Dad Soup" or "On the River," and there was one sample in the entire thing,
Mhm.
and it was when Bigfoot put on the headphones, and it was staying alive, staying alive.
Was that on the
But-
soundtrack?
yeah. Because it was part of his song.
Yeah,
He had
yeah,
his
yeah.
orchestration built around it. And to this day, I'm still obsessed. I watched the documentary recently, and I
need
may
to-
or may not have felt an emotion.
I need to listen to that score because that's all I pretty much listen to at work is movie scores because I can't listen to shit with words because then I'll sing along or I'll be like I was listening to like Megan Thee Stallion came on today and I was at my desk like just like fucking going and I was like I need to put fucking
See, I have the other way around though, because sometimes the words, because I never know the words,
Yeah.
so it doesn't distract me. But when it's all orchestration, I'm like, okay, so somebody enters stage right. Okay, now imagine this costume. All right, light shift changes. 30 more dancers enter. And like,
I get it. Yep. Mhm.
yeah, no, I've already created an entire ballet by the time I even fucking know the name of the song.
Yes, I get that. Yeah. Okay, so you have Goofy movie.
I have a
That's like
couple
blend
of different
both.
ones.
Okay, do you want to volley or do you want to just like
It's
unload?
up to you. What do you want?
We can volley.
Okay,
Volley.
give me one.
So one of my favorite hybrids of both the soundtrack and score is An American Tail, the first one. Not now. Fievel Goes West.
Somewhere
And let me tell you something about that.
out
Let me tell you something about the song. So I do love the pop version with Linda Ronstadt and James Ingram. However,
I sang it in kindergarten for a
like
talent
almost
show.
got emotional talking about it. The characters of Fievel and Tanya singing it is so fucking good because they got real children to sing. This was not like
Oh, I love when they do that.
this wasn't like you think about like Frozen, right? Do you want to build a snowman? They got kid singers specifically
or
to do
adult
this.
actors who
Yes.
play kid voices.
Yes. It's the two kids singing and they're both off pitch and but it's perfect because it like
makes
a
it
3
real.
or 3 or 4 year old mouse is not going to sing perfect vibrato, and especially when he goes beneath the every time it fucking destroys me. And so that, and then there's also they took the writing that's on the Statue of Liberty, "Give me your tired, you're poor," and they set a choir to it with music. Stupid, like
Oh
my god. An American Tail is so good. The opening overture is so good. And then, of course, the American classic, Please Rise for the National Anthem, There Are No Cats in America, is such a great song. There's a couple that I might skip over, like Where
that
a
song-
Duo. That song can go. But like Never Say Never, There Are No Cats in America, fucking bops. And that score still holds up to this day all the way through, and it reminds me of old school Universal too. Like it's just dun, 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 dun. An
Because
American
Universal
Tail.
used to have all those characters.
Yes, an American
Well, they had that whole
Tail.
Fievel's play
Fievel
band.
Goes West, yeah. And like I said, Fievel Goes West is a great score. It's a lot of music from the first movie, and they just add like the theme from which they brought up at this concert, ironically, the theme to the Search. Was it the Searchers or the fan or the not Fantastic Four, Pedro. The
The Rescuer. No.
oh my gosh, it's the Searchers and then the great. Anyway, it's a cowboy movie and it has a famous song, dun 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 dun, 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 and they loop that into Five Will Goes West. But anyway,
Interesting.
An American Tail. So good. So we've already started with animated features because animated features fucking go hard sometimes with music.
They do.
Like, oh yeah. I just thought of one.
Because I wonder if a lot of times when they're creating it, like what is the process to be like, okay, here's the scene. Are you just gonna interpret the scene, or is
Fucking
the
Tarzan.
scene? Oh my god,
Tarzan.
that's
Phil
another
Collins.
amazing.
Phil Collins.
Put your faith in what you most believe in. Two worlds, one family.
Fucking even You'll Be in My Heart still gets me. It's so Trash in the Camp. Like
Babadap, zoobadoop, zabadap, zabadabadadoo.
and that's I feel like we shouldn't even scratch the surface with, like, you talked about Goofy movies, but Goofy movie isn't in that realm with like Little Mermaid and Aladdin. Like
So,
that's its whole
Goofy movie is completely underrated, and people are just
Oh, it
now in the
is!
past couple of years figuring out its awesomeness.
correct. Yes.
And again,
They're
have
like,
you watched
I
the
knew this.
documentary?
No, what's it on?
It's on Disney Plus.
Okay, I'll watch it.
So first of all, I was blown away when I put it on because
Yeah.
they had the wherewithal to record all of these like confessions
Oh yeah, from random
back
people.
when they were doing it. So it's from back in the day. It's not, and they have some that are newer, but it was like
and they probably didn't release it because in their eyes they're like, well, this movie failed. We're not going to do it. And
did
now
not fail.
Well,
I mean, it
I
failed
mean,
on paper, but it did not fail.
that's what I'm saying because like the Shawshank Redemption did terrible at the box office. Terrible.
They
and look how incredible that
just
movie is.
released a Max's Powerline popcorn bucket in Disneyland.
Disneyland gets all the good shit.
I mean, yeah, it's amazing. But
Okay, what's another one you got?
another one is something that I had been obsessed with as a kid as well. And I don't think we've talked about this one.
No, and plus my brain hurts, so I can't.
But it was the first. I probably told you about this. It's the first CD I bought 2 CDs my very first time. One was TV theme songs. Do you remember what the other one was?
Fuck. I know TV theme songs because I thought about it for a second when we were talking about this topic. I was like, oh, is he gonna bring it up?
Grease is the word
Grease.
that you heard.
Grease.
Got move, it's your feeling.
I think everybody had the Grease soundtrack.
Oh my god, I was obsessed.
What
as a
was like
kid.
the one song on there that, like, if you had to just listen to one song for the rest of your life on there, what would it be?
Oh my god. Oh Sandy baby,
great one.
can't you see?
Mine is Hopelessly
I'm
Devoted
in
to You.
misery.
Hopelessly Devoted to You is one of the greatest pop songs ever written. I know it's a song for a Broadway or a musical, but Hopelessly Devoted to You is
It's beautiful.
So the lyrics, the vocal, it is a hard ass song to sing. First of all, people are like, "Oh, it's cute." It's a hard song to sing. But no, that soundtrack, and I also love, for some reason on that soundtrack, I love the version of Hand Jive, like when they come out, dun, 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 dun. So good, so good.
That and I'll never understand how the lyrics of Rema Lema Lema Ding a ding dong shoobop shooada wada yippity boom da boom
Chang, chang.
chain to chain shubop dip 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 doo up doo doo. Who wrote that and why? But why do I love it?
But I think
Shoobadoo wop shwop.
well, you know what that's from, right? It's
Yippity
from
bip.
the song. Oh my gosh, we sang in a show choir. Who put the bop and the bop shabop shabop? Who put the ram and the ram ding dong?
That's right. Yes, I do remember that now. Never mind. I
Who
take back
wrote
my
the
question.
hand? I'd like to shake his hand.
See, this is another one that had good songs and a lot of samples and a lot of things that were already existed
Yeah.
that they pulled in that were not created for
Sure.
the movie.
There are worse things I could
Could
do. That's a great soundtrack. Ugh, so good. Ugh, God.
Give me another one.
So if you didn't know, I'm obsessed with movie scores. So one that I have been listening to, no, because that's no, that's a show. Well, it was a movie, Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Okay, that one's on my list too.
So Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha.
The movie is incredible. However, you will never listen to the movie soundtrack again after you listen to the cast recording from Paper Mill Playhouse. When they came to record that, they had rent to pay. They had credit card bills to pay. They had food they had to put on the table. They fucking sing the fucking house down. Like, I was listening to God Help the Outcast, and like in the movie version, the big climax, she goes into her head voice, ask for nothing, bitch. Let me tell you something about Sierra Renee with Paper Mill Playhouse. She comes out, I ask for nothing. Every time.
Oh.
Good. Again, I'm going to keep getting goosebumps. The
So-
cast recording that is on Spotify from the Paper Mill Playhouse
Where is that?
is so, it's
Is it
in
London?
No, was it Paper? No, I take that back. It wasn't Paper Mill. La Jolla, which is in California. It is
Is that the one-
probably
Was EJ in that?
no. He did the one for the deaf theater
Oh.
where Quasimodo, the actor, played him, was deaf, and he sang for Quasimodo, which was
Yeah.
so good. Y'all, just go to Spotify. It's the Red Album from start to finish. It is immaculate. It's probably my favorite cast recording of all time. It's so good. And these, I'm sorry, baby. I should not be attracted to Frollo, but I'm attracted to Frollo in the Red Album. Patrick Page tears it. Oh my God, it's so good. But the movie, like I said, the movie's great. The movie's awesome. But that cast recording, oh my God, if an alien
gonna
came
have
down to
to-
Earth and said, play me one album, I would play that Red Album. I'm not kidding. It's so fucking good.
So when I first moved here on the college program, I didn't have anything else to do on my days off. So I would go to good old MGM Studios
To see the show.
to see. I found the show. A friend brought it to me.
Oh,
This is before
sick.
I was really big into the only musical I was really into, which I guess is another soundtrack that I'd get into later, is
Yeah.
Moulin Rouge,
Okay, yes.
which is iconic for a completely different
Yes,
reason.
absolutely. Mhm.
But when I found that, I instantly became obsessed, and I became one of those creepers that would go to 6 shows a day, and I didn't care. I
Oh,
was
if
like,
they have
I was obsessed.
If they have the cast that's on the cast album in a show that was live, I would
Oh
be
my
there
God.
every single show, every day just sobbing. Like I
Yeah,
listened.
but
Oh God,
it's
it's
so
good.
funny is that
It's
back
so
in the
good.
day, I used to like these people are so incredible, and they're just theme park performers.
People we probably know, people we probably
Probably.
have had drinks with, worked with,
like
all the above.
craziness. I'm like,
Yes.
oh,
I met somebody the other day who was in it.
really?
Yeah, sure did.
That's wild.
Like he was just like some random person, but it got brought up, and he was like, "Oh, girl, I was in that show," and I was like,
Little
"Oh,
Pen and that Super C bitch.
listen."
No, draw. Insert note here that I'm not even gonna try to do.
Clopin in the cast recording.
The cast recording, they don't have the gargoyles, right?
They do, but they're more serious. There's
Oh.
no A Guy Like You. That song is out because this is very serious. So Quasimodo. So you know how like at the end when shit's going down, and he's like, "Don't help me," and they're like, "Fine, we don't want to help you anyway." Blah blah blah, and like he talks about they're made of stone, and the one gargoyle's like, "We thought you were made of something stronger." So that's in the cast recording. The lady gargoyle's like, "We thought you were made of something stronger," because he gets mad at them.
Oh.
And then he sings he sings a song called Made of Stone.
We're gonna finish this now and just listen to the cast
I know,
recording.
right?
We'll be back in an hour.
We may need to watch it before I leave. Because the slime tutorial's on YouTube.
Is
But
it really?
yeah, there's a song called Made of
Oh
Stone
fuck! We ordered in Chinese.
at the end. And it's Quasimodo singing to the gargoyles because he's like, should I save her? Should I not? Blah, blah, blah. And he hits, you think Clopin's note is wild? He hits this note as if I were made of stuff.
Oh man.
Oh my God. It's
All right. Well,
so
thanks
good.
for watching this
Goodbye,
episode.
we're gonna go
I
watch
have
Hunchback now.
plans for something else now.
Okay, so I talked about Hunchback. What do you got next?
Instantly yesterday in the break room at work,
Yes.
I'm maybe it was a couple of days ago.
Mm-hmm.
So at my place of employment, we recently had some painting done inside a closed building, which
Oh, God,
set
fumes.
my lungs on
Fumes.
fire. My
Yeah.
asthma was insane. People were getting sick, crazy. So I was far removed from everybody else. And then we have a TV in our one little area,
Mm-hmm.
and I just heard, "Ah," and I got up and ran because I instantly recognized the very first note of Jurassic Park. There's nothing that brings me more joy
good.
than the main theme
So
of
good.
Jurassic Park.
Mm.
I have in my
Mm.
bedroom right now, hanging on my wall
Mm.
in one of my shelves, a little wind up that
Oh
dun,
my
dun.
God.
dun, dun,
Just
dun.
like John Williams as a whole. I know we talked about it earlier, but like I My
He's a
ultimate
genius.
I was gonna say, like, it's like my bucket list. I want to sit. Listen, Mike Aiello, please let me sit in on a scoring session for something with Universal, please, because I want to see how do you sit down and say, okay, dinosaurs, because they see the movie before everybody else does. So you get to see a version of the movie with no music, nothing.
Oh God, that's
And then
painful.
that's how you write the music. And so I want to sit with this man. How do you sit and think of that song for Jurassic Park, or like Hedwig's theme, or Star Wars, where it's instantly recognizable?
Yeah.
Like where you immediately are like, I know this song. It's from
Well,
like,
do you think the success comes from the movie or the music or both?
it's a blend of both. Because if Jurassic Park was just kind of like, it would not be as iconic. Like, absolutely, music makes the film. And like, if I'm watching a movie like Shawshank Redemption's another one where like that score is just so good throughout the whole movie, and like you wouldn't even have to watch the movie to kind of understand that it's like, all right, things are not looking great, then they get worse, and then by the time you reach the end, the music is just so sweeping and beautiful with the happy ending. It's movie scoring is such an art that is underrated. Like, I feel like soundtracks get a lot of, like Shallow by Lady Gaga or James Bond songs, the vocal songs get a lot of praise, and
Mhm.
there is an Oscar for scoring, but like music truly does make, like Titanic, if you had not had ooh through the whole movie, that's another one.
Speaking of John Williams,
Yes.
my senior year marching band show was all John Williams. We like opened with oh fuck, Superman.
I was gonna
No,
say that's how,
Superman.
when you
We
knew
did
Superman, I was
Superman.
surprised, because Superman is, I wouldn't say a deep cut, but most people are more familiar with like Indiana Jones, which they
Yeah.
did at the show. Like all of his bigger ones, and Superman's one where like some people know it.
Yeah, we did
Where, yeah.
Superman. We did E.T. We
Uh-huh.
did Jaws,
Yeah.
and we closed with Duel the Fates.
Duel of Fates.
Which was super fun because I was drum major that year.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I played pit percussion as well for the drum feature. I don't remember. It's been so long. But we had a Darth Maul come on stage or on the field, right? And it was so well done in 2000
Yeah.
that our color guards, there was like, I don't know, 20 some odd color guard,
Mm-hmm.
and you had one that had a green flag, one that had a blue flag, and one bitch that had a double-sided red flag.
Woo!
And the choreo
Dun, dun,
all
dun,
went
dun,
together
dun,
as if
dun,
they
dun,
were
dun,
fighting. So Darth Maul comes out on the field, and I see him, and I reach down and I grab a lightsaber,
Oh
and
my
I open it up,
God.
and I yeeted myself off my podium, jumped off, and went and then stabbed him.
This is in high school?
This is in high school.
Meanwhile, we got in trouble because we did a routine to Digital Get Down at the homecoming parade. Digital Get Down by NSYNC, and we had choreography, baby, and they were like, "You guys are disqualified."
Oh my God! No, we took that to competition.
Digital Get Down, yeah.
We took it to competition. All superior, baby.
I was gonna say that's legit. And ironically, at this John Williams concert, the conductor, who was super young, he came out at the end in like a robe and had his lightsaber, and he conducted
Oh my God.
with lightsaber. It was so good. Before we dive into social media, oh my God, like picking a soundtrack. So I talked about you. Grease was like your first cassette. Dirty Dancing,
Yeah, CD.
CD. Dirty Dancing was one of the first two things I ever bought music wise. Like the first thing I ever bought music wise was Paula Abdul, Forever Your Girl on cassette. And then second was Dirty Dancing, the soundtrack. And like soundtracks were like a big thing in my house. Like my parents loved soundtracks. So like Dirty Dancing, Footloose, St. Elmo's, the theme song
St.
from St.
Elmo's
Elmo's Fire,
Fire.
still like ugh, I love it. So soundtracks were like a very big thing in my house. And at first I was like, this is kind of weird. But like if you look at my Spotify, like it's all just like scores from random movies. And I'll just kind of like pick one at random. Like I mentioned The Village earlier. The Village is, I actually did a college paper in I took history of rock and roll at Valencia, and we had to talk about like our favorite pieces of music. And there is a piece of music in The Village called What Are You Asking Me? And it's so beautiful. It's like solo violin. It's gorgeous. Now, you've seen the movie, right? The Village?
Yeah. Yeah.
Basura. It's trash. It's
I
horrible.
mean, the first time I watched it, it got me. I was like,
Oh,
oh, fuck. Okay.
My mom spoiled that shit in like 10 minutes. She was like,
Well, your mom is psychic or
she's
some
yeah,
shit.
she
She
knew it.
always has a way of figuring
Um,
that shit out.
And with M. Night Shyamalan,
Shama
him. Signs is another great score because like from the jump, you know that movie. I remember going to the movies to see it, and I was like, "Oh, this is probably gonna be like a cute little fluffy alien movie." As soon as you sit in that seat, it's this dun, 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 and I was like, "Oh shit, this movie's about to fuck us
Oh
up."
God.
But soundtrack score wise, I will go into soundtracks and then we can like dive into social media stuff. That Thing You Do.
That Thing You Do.
Fucking love the That Thing You Do soundtrack. I can't remember the name of the band. I think it was They Might Be Giants. It was another band who subbed in for the Wonders, but the songs are so good. Like obviously That Thing You Do, which I played at my wedding. And then Dance With Me Tonight. Dance With Me Tonight is it's one of those songs where like if you hear it in the car, I will never skip it. It's so fun and so good. It's like That Thing You Do. I'm trying to think. There was one that was like really prevalent that I can't remember what it was, but the one I would say if you went into my Spotify, the two that I listen to the most are American Tail and Hunchback. Those are like on constant. And like John Williams in general. Like I'll just go to John Williams' page on Spotify and just hit play and just let it roll.
Please.
Yeah, like James Newton Howard, Hans Zimmer. There's so many good ones.
Let's talk about some honorable mentions that maybe not are on top of our list, but we still have love for that maybe don't make sense to everybody's head. I said Moulin Rouge. I loved it.
Yeah,
like the mashups, all of it. I was obsessed.
Yes.
I watched the movie for the first time and immediately started again when it was over. I was so obsessed. I was like, "Oh God, this is brilliant." I didn't want to watch it at first, and the guy I was dating, he was like, "No, you're gonna like this film." He kept calling everything films. He was a film guy, but he was damn right. And this is a very unpopular opinion, I think, but I get my life on the Pitch Perfect.
Ooh, I've never seen Pitch Perfect. I've never seen it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't like Anna. What's her face?
Anna Kendrick.
I don't like her.
Okay, you said that, and I made you watch Noelle, and then you changed your mind.
I did like Noelle. It was cute. It was cute. Whatever. It was cute.
You need to.
Okay, I take that back. I did watch it. So one time, I was like flipping channels, and it had just started, and I was like, okay, I'll give it a chance. Steven, what are the two things in movies I hate? What are two things that like as soon as it happens in a movie, I'm like, I'm done. Not pet deaths. But there's something that somebody does.
Vomits.
Correct. And the first part of that fucking movie was vomit. It was. And I was like, nope, I'm done.
Oh, but that's the only time.
I know, but it ruined. I was like, I'm good.
No.
Because it was while I was eating. So like, this is probably something I need to see a doctor for. So when I eat food, I have to put on something I know guaranteed 1 billion% for a fact is not going to make me vomit. Baddies never makes me vomit. They can fight all the time. Like old episodes of The Price is Right. I'm fine.
Oh my God.
Every now and then I'm like, I'm gonna try something new. And that was one of the things I tried new when I was eating. I was like, it's Pitch Perfect. They sing. And the fucking girl threw up. And I was like, like, if you were to have a camera on my life, it is comical how many times I have said to myself, like, I was watching a TV show the other day where they're playing a chess game. And I was like, I'm really enjoying this show. This is good. And the kid playing chess got nervous and he fucking puked all over the board. And I'm like, how does this advance the plot? Now,
he was nervous.
It was so gross.
And in Pitch Perfect, it makes sense because of the characters having to like get over her nervousness to be champions.
Stand By Me, the blueberry pie scene. I have to fast forward it every fucking time.
I don't remember it.
I've only watched Apollo 13 once because there's puke in Apollo 13.
Oh my God.
It, like throws up in the air and Jason gets so mad at me. He's like, it's like one scene. I'm like, yeah, but it's traumatizing.
And it's floating around. It's just like this ooey gooey gelatinous blob floating around. Does it stay all connected or do you think it separates? We're gonna stop talking about this. Okay, here's
You're like my brother. My brother knows all of my he does that all the time. He'll just be like, honeycomb.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Here's a movie that we both love.
Yes.
And it has one of my songs that I used to play on my saxophone back in high school all the time.
Yes.
This used to be my playground.
Oh, League of Their Own. A League of Their Own. The score's not on Spotify. I had to rip it from YouTube, but I do have it in my score library, my like illegal score library on
That she doesn't
Spotify.
have.
I don't have, no, like that and Selena, because there's never been
Oh, Selena's another good
there's
one.
never been a score released for Selena, but they have the songs on YouTube. Again, fucking goosebumps. The score of Selena, especially the first song in the movie. Fuck me up. Oh my god. But League of Their Own score is so, oh my god, it's so good, especially the final game of the world's
Oh my God.
stupid. Or in
Yes.
George. Betty. Oh,
Oh
god,
my God.
I fucking love movie scores. They're my favorite.
All right, let's take to the internet.
Let's take to the internet. And then honorable mention to, oh my gosh, theme park scores. Honorable mention. There are some fantastic theme park scores out there. Soarin' is one. The Thorin score.
The Thorin score.
The Soarin'. Oh my god, I cannot talk.
The score.
The score for Soarin' is beautiful. Although I prefer Soarin' Around California versus Soarin' Around the World score. Soarin' Around the World score is okay, but Soarin' Around California, so good.
What?
Remember the original Soarin' at Epcot?
I don't remember it changing, so I
Yes,
guess I
it
never
changed.
paid attention.
When
that it
Soarin'
changed.
first opened, you would go over like California, like the orange groves and the beaches, and yay.
Wait,
and
the
then
orange groves weren't Florida?
No, it was California.
Oh.
And then they changed it to Soarin' Around the World, where you go to like India and like all the other places, and like that score's okay, but the OG.
I think I forgot. I had a guy who rented out my theater one day. He's a magician. And he was like,
Oh, that's right.
"Do you recognize this music from my opening?" And I was
Yeah.
like, "No." He's like, "You should." And I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "It was the music from T2." I'm like, "How the
No.
fuck am I supposed to know that?" The ride, the attraction.
Epcot has fantastic scores. So like the original Spaceship Earth, the Spaceship Earth that's there now is great. But my favorite of all time, Impressions de France, which has now been replaced by the Beauty and the Beast movie. But Impressions de France has the most beautiful score. And it's some original compositions, I think, but it's a lot of songs that already exist, like Clair de Lune and Gymnopédie. So it's like all of these songs. Like, yeah. So Gymnopédie, I'm probably butchering it, is a classical piece, which Janet Jackson samples in Someone to Call My Lover. So in Someone to Call My Lover, oh, that baby gonna pass. So you hear in the background of that song, dun, 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 dun,
What a fucking
dun,
deep dive.
dun, dun. I'm weird, yeah.
Deep
Again,
dive. I
deep
would.
dive. Yes. Okay.
Oh my God.
How am I married? Okay. So here's what we got from our friends. My friend Eric said The Hours, which I think is with Nicole Kidman, is the only score I've ever purchased on vinyl. Soundtrack would definitely be a Disney Renaissance one, but outside of the animated musicals, I'd say something like City of Angels. Is that? I don't remember that movie. I
don't.
feel like, is that the one with Billy Crystal? Where they're like cowboy? I don't know.
That's City Slickers.
Oh, no. City of Angels is, and I don't want the world
to see me.
Is that City of
'cause
Angels?
I don't think that they'd understand.
Understandable. Do you ever notice? Okay, this is kind of a side note. So Iris is one of those songs where when I was a kid, I was like, this song is corny. It's bullshit. As an adult, I heard Iris the other day and I was like, damn, this song is good. Do you ever like appreciate songs now that you're older
Oh,
that when
yeah.
you were a kid?
All the time.
Like,
because you know what? I just learned the words.
so the other day I was randomly just like a 90s like playlist playing and fucking Butterfly Kisses came on. And Butterfly Kisses, when I was a kid, you did not listen to that song, because if you listen to Butterfly Kisses, you were a cornball, because it was a corny song. But then I listened to it the other day. I was like, this is actually like a really emotional song. Same with I Hope You Dance. I listened to the words of I Hope You Dance like a couple months ago and I was like, God damn, this is good. Like, this is really good. Where when I was in high school, I was like, this song is corny.
Right.
Anyway,
Oh my God.
okay. So City of Angels. Our girl Chelsea said The Craft,
Oh.
Romeo and Juliet, and Clueless. Romeo and Juliet was a
Hmm.
great soundtrack.
See, none of those. I don't remember anything from any of those.
I don't remember The Craft or Clueless. Sorry, friends, but I do remember Romeo and Juliet because a lot of my friends like listened to it. Love Fool was on it. Love me.
Say that you love me.
Ginger Joshua said Titanic.
Oh, of course.
I had both Titanics. There was Titanic and then back to Titanic.
And then Titanic. Have you seen the clips from the musical that
No,
they
but I want
have?
to see. Well, like, yes, I know what Titanic is, and I want to go see it.
Oh God, it looks amazing.
Everyone says I would love that and Oh Mary, so I need to go see both. Yes, Titanic score was one of the first like flat out scores I bought with my own money, like on CD. That and Back to Titanic.
That was a song we played at one of our homecomings for our homecoming court to come down.
Okay. Brian, my friend Brian said Night at the Roxbury soundtrack is an absolute party mixtape.
Well, I get that.
Yes.
I get that.
I don't remember that though. And then Josie and the Pussycats.
Okay, we just watched that the other day,
Josie and
and
the
I
Pussycats
forgot
was a
how
great
good
one.
that
That
was.
was a great one, yes. Oh my gosh, like people like went like on a there was a whole thread about Josie and Pussycats. Oh, this is a good one. This is actually the best selling soundtrack of all time, The Bodyguard.
Oh yeah, Whitney Houston.
So here's the thing with The Bodyguard. I have the tape.
I think I had
A.
the sheet music.
Side A of the Bodyguard tape was the good shit. That was all Whitney songs. And then side B was like the song that Michelle Visage was on.
Track 9.
Yeah, track 9. I never listened to side B like ever of the Bodyguard. I only listened to side A because that's where all the good Whitney songs were. But the Bodyguard also has a great score and a love theme, which I actually listened to today. My girl Marty, who I love, we went to Universal on Monday. That's my girl. Queen of the Damned soundtrack is Chef's Kiss.
Oh, Aaliyah.
Yeah, but I don't think Aaliyah sang any songs on it. She sang on, what was that movie with Jet Li? Romeo Must Die. She sang on that one. Try Again. And then she also did Dr. Dolittle. Are You That Somebody?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember when like movies back in the day, like for instance, like Shallow from A Star Is Born makes sense in the movie if you've seen it. But like, Are You That Somebody? What the fuck did that have to do with Dr. Dolittle? Like these songs would be like,
Are you
like,
that doctor or are you not that doctor?
Is it my go? Is it your go? Yeah. Remember, like it would just be the most random songs, and you're like, For You I Will, Monica, Space Jam.
Okay, Space Jam.
I would cross the ocean for you. You're not crossing the ocean for Bugs Bunny. Like, no. Now, Space Jam. I Believe I Can Fly. That song has no context in Space Jam. Now, Space Jam itself.
I believe I can fly, meaning I can be good at things. I can do my best. I can succeed. I can fly. It's not about literal flying.
I'm aware, but it was a song about fucking Bugs Bunny playing basketball against Michael Jordan and aliens. Thank you.
I just thought of another one.
I just watched a 10-part documentary about Michael Jordan. Oh my God. Anyway.
Across the Universe. Across the Universe is an amazing soundtrack. I can't believe because we were at karaoke on Sunday, Heather and I, and we did an amazing rendition of "Does He Love You" from Reba McEntire and Linda whoever.
It's going viral.
But I sang "Come Together," and the guy hosting was like, "Oh, a song about sex," and I'm like, "That's what that's about?"
I had no idea.
Like, okay.
He got juju eyeball. He got
what? He got holy rollers. He got.
So speaking of Across the Universe, I Am Sam is another great soundtrack. And what's funny with I Am Sam is that when they made that light is daddy. No, it's I'm like, yes, please. When they did I Am Sam, whoever made the movie did not want to pay rights for Beatles songs because they were fucking expensive and Michael Jackson owned the catalog at the time. So they had people re-record them. So like Sarah McLachlan does Blackbird and Rufus Wainwright does Across the Universe. It's all good stuff. Okay. Our friend Daniel said E.T. Yes.
Of course.
Kaya Adonis, we love her, said Hercules. You put on the Hercules soundtrack and I will bop to every track.
Who put the hook in
Hercules? Score that Kaya cannot get enough of is How to Train Your Dragon, all 3 movies.
Okay, those are really good.
Dun, 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 dun. I never heard it until I went to Epic Universe.
So, the Seuss show.
Yes.
The backtrack of the storytelling
you told me that.
is actually from How to Train Your Dragon.
Yes.
And then there is something else we use that is from Bruce Almighty.
So random. And I also have the Gate Loop to Universal like saved in my Spotify because the Gate Loop is a bunch of movie scores that are delightful, and they just updated it this year. Our girl Casey says Tarzan, which we talked about. She also said School of Rock. which I don't know.
I
And
never got
then
into that movie.
me
I know a
neither.
lot of people did, but I
I've
could
seen it a
not.
couple times. It's cute, but it's not like
It's not groundbreaking.
yeah. And then she
Sorry.
said Hook and just about every movie John Williams composed for. Yes.
Well, I agree with that sentiment.
Lori, our girl, said Terminator 2, which I've never heard that score. I need to find it. Terminator 2. Okay. My friend Rhapsody, that is her real name, and I'm obsessed. She said Gladiator or Interstellar. Gladiator has an excellent score. I actually listen to the Gladiator one every now and then.
Well, that's your homeboy.
No, he wasn't in the Gladiator for. Well, Joaquin Phoenix was in the first Gladiator. Something about those Gladiator movies. The Gladiators just do it for me. And then Mimi said August Rush for soundtrack.
What the hell is August Rush?
That's with the little boy who it's with a little boy. That's a lot of movies.
Oh, that one.
Yes. My friend Charlie said the Rugrats movie soundtrack. Take me there. I wanna go there.
Maya, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And Blackstreet, yes. My friend Kelly said The Crow. This is a great one. Practical Magic. Practical Magic has a great score. I listen to it at Halloween. It's good stuff. And then The Nightmare Before Christmas, which I refuse to have anything to do with.
Because claymation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they definitely had some. That's another Danny.
Danny Elfman.
Danny Elfman is another one.
Yes, who did Dark Universe.
Also, did he?
Yes, and there's
fuck.
a Dark Universe vinyl score that
And
they're
it's sold
selling.
out.
It keeps selling out, and I want it so
Yeah.
Somebody please get it for
but
me, please.
also another one that is really good, orchestral version, Edward Scissorhands.
Ooh, okay, I need to check that out.
Beautiful.
Yeah, Danny Elfman's amazing. Dreamgirls, which I don't know if that counts as the movie or the Broadway.
Listen was the only original song,
Yes.
but the
And Love Me, I Do.
orchestration.
Love Me, I
and
Do is the original
I
song.
love Love Me,
I do too.
Oh my
I do
God.
really love
J
that.
Hud.
Or Love You, I Do. Sorry, not Love
Love
Me,
You,
I Do.
I Do.
Dun, dun, dun. My friend Mandy said Cloud Atlas.
I
I've heard of
tried
that
to watch
movie,
that
but-
movie.
Yeah, no.
I did not make it.
Yeah,
But maybe if
Um,
I pay attention to the music more now.
That's true. Okay, and then we got a couple more. CJ said Harry Potter all the way through.
So I can agree.
Mhm.
Again, you know me and
Yeah.
my narcolepsy. I tried again recently.
Oh, you did?
I did. I
How'd
tried
you
to
do?
watch the second one. I
Mhm.
think I made it 30 minutes in, and then I woke up much later. It's like, I don't know what it is, but I will say,
Uh-huh.
like, the music itself is beautiful.
Oh, it is. Absolutely. It's stunning. You'll be really proud of me because I watched 2 movies on Saturday and did not look at my phone and paid attention the whole time.
What
Both
the
on Max.
fuck were these movies?
I watched Companion, which is a movie about an AI robot who doesn't know she's AI and then she realizes she's AI and like it goes one way and then it completely goes the other and it's like if Megan had a conscience.
Oh,
It's
wait.
so good.
Who's in it?
Nobody famous. Well, no, the kid he was a judge on Drag Race. He's on What We Do in the Shadows. He's like Hispanic kid. He's like kind of chubby.
Oh, yeah.
He was in it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. And then I watched the infamous Baby Girl with Nicole Kidman.
What the fuck is that?
It's where she has an affair with an intern and like her husband has never given her an orgasm. And so she starts an affair with this intern and they have like this really kinky relationship with like milk and like being on all fours and like all of these things. And it was
I'm uncomfortable.
It was not like everyone's like, oh my God, it's so good. It was good. But everyone was like, oh my God, it's like Unfaithful. Remember the movie Unfaithful? I fucking love that movie. It's with Diane Lane and Richard Gere. And like she is like walking through New York City and it's really windy and she scrapes her knee and meets this like very hot French man and they have an affair. And then at the end of the movie, Richard Gere like kills him with a snow globe.
No, that doesn't ring a
That's
bell
Unfaithful.
at all.
Unfaithful is such a good movie. Everyone said
What's
it was
the
going to
song Unfaithful?
be like Rihanna. And I know is that what you're talking about?
Isn't there?
There's a song called Unfaithful by Rihanna. And I know that he knows I'm unfaithful.
Yes, that's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
But anyway, people were saying it was like unfaithful, and it wasn't. I watched it, and I was like, "This is not." It was okay, but like, eh.
Yeah.
But definitely watch Companion. Companion was very enjoyable. Okay. Anyway, husband of the pod, Jason said, "Last of the Mohicans."
Interesting. Okay, I have not even thought about that movie in
Yeah.
30 years.
And then our boo Adam said Schindler's List, Interstellar, Romeo and Juliet, Jurassic Park, How to Train Your Dragon. Schindler's List does have a
So
beautiful
we have a
score.
lot of common Nowadays, amongst our friends,
Yeah,
it's
John
like
Williams
well, John
specifically.
Williams wins. The
Yeah.
award for best goes to John Williams.
Yeah. Have we done an episode about TV theme songs?
Yes, we have.
Oh, we did. That's right. Because we. Oh my god, I'm so done. We talked about your CD.
My
you bought.
CD.
Yeah, because TV does have scores sometimes. Like for instance, The West Wing.
Yes.
The West Wing score is so good. There. Oh my god, that is some loud drinking. There's another TV score that I listened to recently that was really good, and I can't remember what it is, but. Yeah. Oh my God, we're already at an hour. That's wild. How?
I'm gonna have to start listening to more soundtracks because I typically
Yes.
find them.
Oh wait, did you post it or no?
I did not.
Okay, that's fine.
I
We had
did
enough.
not.
We had enough.
Yeah, we had
plenty of
enough
content. We had plenty of
because
content.
also my phone is over there recording us.
Oh.
Hi. Hi.
So that was movies, music and movies.
Music and movies.
That was fun.
I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Now I want to go watch Hunchback.
Exactly. I'm like,
know,
okay,
right?
so
As soon as we're done, we're gonna watch Hunchback. Give us topic suggestions. We've got a whole list, but we'd love to hear from you, friends.
Ooh, I've
and
got one to add today too. I'll
what?
tell you off air. I've got one to add
One to add. Oh, topic.
to our
I
list.
thought you meant like a movie. I was
Yes.
like, say it.
No.
And also we're like kind of, going back and forth with YouTube. So if you watch the YouTube videos and you love it, let us know and we'll keep doing it. But otherwise, we may just go to just audio because then I don't have to I can just come here with no makeup on.
Yeah.
I won't scare
Or
people.
perhaps we'll only do videos for special occasions.
Oh, yeah, like guests.
Special viewings. Yes.
Yes.
Put it
yes.
behind a paywall so you have to pay for it, bitches. This is free right now.
This economy's tough.
At
y'all.
least go give a couple of likes on the YouTube, y'all. Like even if you don't look at it, make the few minutes of work I do on this.
Please.
Do it.
Please,
It's
y'all.
worth it.
So we're on social medias. Find us. Listen. Tell your friends. Tell your enemies.
Tell everybody.
Tell everybody. Yes.
Put
Bye.
it
Oh,
in
wait.
your
Premature bye.
I was gonna say in your parents' memorial for their
Oh,
funerals.
Sure.
Put
yeah.
it
Just
everywhere.
put it in the program. Yes.
Yeah, put it everywhere. All right. Till next time, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.